Hey you guys, this is your 80s music lover, and today I want to start something. I want to be a troublemaker. See these two albums you see right here? This is a comparison versus type video. This is going to be a lot of fun. I bet you you guys been waiting for somebody to be bold enough to actually compare Prince to Andre Simone in one of their former albums, preferably when they started off in their earlier heydays. And that's what you see right here. Prince's Dirty Mind, which is on the left, and Andre Simone's Livin In The N.W, which is on your right. Prince's Dirty Mind was released in 1980. Andre Simone's Livin In The N.W was released in 1982. Now, there's a whole lot to be said as far as comparing these two albums, but let's think of this more like not just a comparison, but a versus type. And we're going to give you the winner at the end and during song comparisons and the way the songs came to be, the composers of the song, the arrangements of some of the songs, and why I matched a lot of these songs together. And this is very interesting. What you see down here is the CDs for the respective vinyl. Alright, let's start this off. First songs, two songs up. On the left side, Party from Dirty Mind, Party Up versus Livin In The N.W. Okay, I matched these two songs because both of them were about freedom and liberation. You know, they saying like do your own thing your own way, like be free, you know, party up. The song is the only controversial song on Dirty Mind. Okay, with it has the witty politics. It's the only political song. Livin In The N.W is political. Andre Simone is, you know, striking out at being, you know, free, living in a new wave, a new world. You know, almost like a utopia, you know, and somewhat like that. But they're like basically shouting out, you know, hey, don't let nobody tell you how to do this. Do it how you want to do it. Okay? Dirty Mind's Uptown. Y'all know about Uptown. And then Livin In The N.W's Ritz Club. I matched them two up. Both of these songs are about a fantasy place, and this is the Utopia comparison songs right here. These two, the most potent Utopia songs on the album. Yeah, this is where people can just dance and just, you know, be free. That's basically what it is. Andre Simone say, come to the Ritz Club, and Prince say, no, let's go down to Uptown. That's where everything is happening at, you know. Be free. You know, have fun. At the Ritz Club, have fun and do your thing in Uptown. So, thought that was pretty interesting. Next, we got Dirty Mind's Do It All Night and Livin In The N.W's Voices on the Radio. Okay, the piano riff on both of these songs the arrangement is incredibly, totally identical. Those who know about these two albums know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't believe me, throw the vinyl on, your CD, cassette, however, which way form you listen to it, and spin it. And you'll say, daggone, the 80s music level was on it, on that one. Because it is exactly just about the same. And there's a reason for that. And I'll say that at the very end. Okay. Moving on. Dirty Mind's Sister and Livin In The N.W's Get It Girl. Okay, these songs are the only songs on each respective album with an offbeat arrangement and style to it. You know, there's always a song that has an offbeat to it. Like, oh, you know, it's that, you know, it makes it artistic, makes it different, it makes it less commercial sounding. Well, these are the two songs on each respective album, Sister for Dirty Mind and Get It Girl for Living in the New Wave that has that offbeat continuously, and it sounds both songs are awesome. Sister is faster, of course, than than Get It Girl. Okay, moving on. Dirty Mind's self-entitled Dirty Mind versus Living in a New Wave, self-entitled Living in a New Wave. Okay, Dirty Mind is going to, this is the one where they straight out versus each other. Dirty Mind wins this, I guess, competition or trial and error, if you will, because to me, personally, it's the better single song representing the full album as the main title for that album. Okay, if you guys understand that, what I just said. Alright, so I'm going to move on. Now, this is another straight out one song versus the other, and one's going to win. Dirty Mind's When You Were Mine, and then Kelly's Eyes from Living in the New Wave. Okay, Kelly's Eyes. Kelly's Eyes wins for between these two cuts as the hardest hitting and most potent hot single to be released from and on a full album. Alright? I know some of you guys may argue the fact of that, but When You Were Mine was a great commercial song, but it wasn't his most funkiest song on the album, but it was his main song from Dirty Mind album. Some would say, oh no, it was Uptown. No, it wasn't Uptown. Uptown was a hot party song, but it wasn't its most potency. When you think Prince, Dirty Mind, of course, getting beyond the name of the title of the album, you think When You Were Mine, because that song was played on the radio probably the most. And so I give the winnings to Kelly's Eyes. You know, Living in a New Wave album wins on that one with Kelly's Eyes. Okay, moving on. Another versus Dirty Mind's Head and Living in a New Wave's Trouble. Okay, this one surprisingly is a tie. No one wins this one. This one is a complete tie. No matter how you dice, slice, divide it, try to hide it, wear it or share it, both of these songs are super funky within their own right from that album. Alright? Equally to me. Okay, Trouble is probably the funkiest song on the album by far. Easily. Okay. I believe this is the last one according to my notes. No, we got two more. No, wait. Three more. Keep on going. We having fun here. Alright. Alright. Dirty Mind's Party Up and Living in the New Wave's Voices on the Radio. Voices on the Radio wins as my own personal favorite song on a full LP between the two. Okay? I have my own personal favorite song on a lot of albums, and I do have them on these two albums you see right here. I have a favorite song from Dirty Mind, Prince Dirty Mind, and one from Andre Simone's Living in a New Wave. And I just told you Party Up was my favorite on Dirty Mind, and Voices on the Radio is my favorite on Living in a New Wave. And I like Voices on the Radio better than Party Up. Okay? You might have a different perspective on that one. Okay. Continuing on. Prince's Got a Broken Heart Again versus Prince's Dirty Mind, Broken Heart Again versus AC's Living in a New Wave, Baby Don't Go. These are the slow cuts. Now, Prince only has the one slow cut on the album, but Andre Simone has two on Living in a New Wave. I picked Baby Don't Go to go against this song because it was the only one that, to me, that really could honestly, truly go against it. Now, Broken Heart Again wins this one as best slow cut because it's short and sweet with a lot more heavy potency within the subject matter of what he's talking about. Okay, Prince expresses himself more heartfeltly, and you feel it more than Andre Simone does when Baby Don't Go. Even though Baby Don't Go, you feel that, you feel him, Baby Don't Go, you hear that. But Prince got a broken heart again. It's like that country sound music that he plays, that guitar. It just makes you bluesy, You feel his pain. All right. Here we go. Continuing on. Do It All Night from Dirty Mind album against So Fine from Livin In The N.W. Both of these songs, this is another tie. This is a tie. Both of these songs, to me, equally represent themselves as the song to fill in on that album that is most generic and simple as far as subject matter, even within the song's title itself. Now, I'm not saying these songs are not good. I'm just saying it's a simple title. Okay, easy, and the composure and the arrangement of the song is funky, but they're simple. Okay? So there you go with that. Listen to them. Every song, go back and rewind this here video here, look at it again, and then go to your Andre Simone and break out your old crates and dust it off your music and Dirty Mind and get the Surviving in the 80s. I'm sorry, my bad. Living in a New Wave, and listen to them. And they about every single thing I've said, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, real quick, we gotta keep them pushing here. All right, now we're gonna get to another part. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna name the song titles from both albums that got radio airplay. There were 3 from Prince's Dirty Mind. It was Uptown, Dirty Mind, and Do It All Night. And on the other side of Andre Simone's Living in the New Wave, it was just 2 songs, Living in the New Wave and Kelly's Eyes. Alright, now, this is my last notes I want to share with you guys. As a whole, with the last summons of both these albums. Both these albums fare greatly by synthesizer, sound arrangement, and composure. Okay? Both albums strive very hard to emancipate their own style, sound, and meaning as to what the album stands for. Prince is all about sex and eroticy and being erotic and sex and stuff, and he's expressing that very strongly by the songs. Andre Simone is about, the future, techno, almost like a futuristic type of deal going on in this utopia, but he surrounds a romantic relationship with whatever this female is, who he's talking about, and the subject matters in this Living in This New Wave. And he strongly pushes and suggests that through this album. Okay? Both albums probably rocked way more house parties, okay, as being labeled the funky LPs to play at a house party, more so than being commercially played albums on the radio. Alright? So, there you go. And I'm going to quit this video before it gets too long. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with my Prince Dirty Mind and Andre Simone Living in a New Wave album comparison. And hope you had a lot of fun. Once again, I had fun giving it to you. This is the 80s music lover coming at you. And we'll continue to come at you with a lot of fun with album reviews and album comparisons and album collections and music collections just for you. Alright? So you guys take care and peace out.